Zacharias Sexual Abuse Center helps survivors heal from the trauma of sexual assault and abuse.
My abuse happened when I was a child. A lot of times I felt I was alone. It wasn't until I found ZCenter that I knew that I had a family and a community that would support me. And I can truly say that ZCenter catapulted my healing.
ZCenter has brought education to law enforcement. They have been out on a number of occasions to train our officers, to teach them about ways to deal with victims of sexual assault, how they can collaborate with us and provide services to both the victims, but also how they can assist law enforcement.
ZCenter works in partnership with local hospitals. Medical advocates are called upon to assist survivors in the ER.
Whenever a sexual assault patient presents to the ER, we call automatically a medical advocate from the Zacharias Center. And the reason is they're neutral. So they come to any hospital in the area, but while I can do the medical component, they can be there for that emotional component.
One of the most important messages is to let them know that nothing is their fault. Nothing that got them there is their fault. There's no blame that comes onto them.
The crime of sexual assault is so underreported. The more people know that there's places like this out there, that when they come forward, they will be treated with compassion, with dignity, that they'll be listened to and cared for.
ZCenter's 24-hour crisis line is a source of emotional support and information.
Well, people come from all different places. I've had children, men, women recently assaulted, to people that have been assaulted 10 years ago. You have to get them to talk and get things out and find out what they need and find a way for them to cope right now and also find a way for them to cope in the future.
The first time I came here, I was really surprised at how kind of set up it was for kids. You know, that I noticed that there were a lot of kids things going on here, and I thought that was kind of sad. And he said, boy, if that place had existed for me, my life would have been different.
I have PTSD, and PTSD does weird things. And it's difficult to live with someone with PTSD. And so I'm basically trying to rediscover who I am and be the person that I lost when I was 12. ZCenter's been a lifesaver for me, and my family.
Clients have access to free, confidential counseling services.
This is a very specialized counseling support. And what's unique about it is every counselor here is so heart-centered, and they provide such a foundation of support for the survivors.
ZCenter's twofold mission is to provide a place where survivors of sexual assault and abuse can heal, and to mobilize the community toward action to end sexual violence.
We have volunteers that go through training so that they can support people in the hospitals as well as at court. They may not have someone there to represent them. And so we can go there and be there with them, especially knowing that they're going to see that perpetrator in court and just making sure that they're really feeling well supported within that.
You're not alone. And there's no reason to be afraid to access those resources, as well as just taking that first step. There are people here at ZCenter who truly care and support you through everything.
Survivors are believed, validated, and empowered throughout their healing journey at ZCenter. We are honored to witness the courage of survivors.